practical. Well, so much for peace. Good idea, I think. Can't even catch my breath. I will ascend. Let's end this. Fuck yes. Ready. Have to keep going. Need to stay focused. Time to strike.
Nani? What the fuck? Motherfucker! Now leave me alone. Oh shit, there's still mind flayers? No.
This is it. Protect
Time to strike. People. This is gonna feel good. Time to push my luck again. You feel it, a sudden shift. The brain is weakening. Its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance. Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
Feeble resistance. Absolute will. Absolute freedom.
This is it. Its will is weakening.
My will is infinite. It will not be broken by you. It will break you.
Oh shit.
Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated.
Might as well. Its will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to
Execute.
My turn. Its will is weakening. The Netherbrain's ours. Need to act fast.
get my melee guys. Please don't get my melee guys. Please! That's annoying.
Focus.
What can I do?
Swift and lethal. Invent via.
No! Yay. Phew, we did it.
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
It knows this is the end of the road. Pay it no mind.
Spare me. Join me.
Command it to die.
My master.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you said.
Whoops.
It's done. The Netherbrain is defeated. Along with the grand design, praise Mother Gith.
We did it. The Netherbrain is dead. I can't feel the tadpole. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you, the Illithid who defied a Netherbrain. As you wish, my savior. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
Shakvun Findu, source of my joy. Without you, I wouldn't know warmth. Only ice and fire. I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. Orpheus, I am ready.
Kulas! Kuthas!
That's so sad. Bye, Lae'zel, my love. Aw.
Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
Aw.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. You are a mind flayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if not manipulation, then consumption. Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among Illithid kind.
Let's hope.
Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer.
Let's go, Rogue.
Like the Emperor. The
Yeah,
risk is certainly
we can
yours
do
to
it.
take.
Surely.
Will you?
Yes.
You have thwarted the Illithid Grand Design. You have defeated 3 Chosen and a Nether Brain. You are miraculous. And you have earned the right to live. Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
Don't worry about it, 'cause you're not gonna have it.
A wise suggestion. I felt a hubris once before and landed myself with this orb. I think I'd rather not make the same mistake again. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, I'm growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
Now you're talking. After all that, I think I'll need a drink in each hand and a third on the table. But I think right of choosing should fall to you. What'll it be?
Let's get drunk.
Boo thinks you are very wise. He only wishes to remind you that his brain, while vast, would not make much of a meal.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
So shitty.
We will find you, Astarion. And Boo will bring a sunflower.
Too soon, man.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this.
Yeah.
Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
Oh man. What have we got? What have we got?
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall.
Yes,
Thanks
yes,
to you,
I know,
that
I'm awesome.
have
I did
earned
it.
your
I
place
did
of-
it.
You are the
Give me my epilogue. I want to see my epilogue. Please. Please.
Since the nether brain fell, you have continued to evolve. Thought is action, action is thought, speech is difficult. Your mind has voyaged to the limits of existence, communing with entities unique and wondrous. But something always calls it back to Faerun, back to yourself, back to the beginning. The time before you became what you are. When your tadpole first sang in your mind, you are back there once again when a voice comes to you. Withers, who you know so well. It is time, he says, to meet with your allies once again. You dream of them often, and now you will see if your dreams have become their reality.
Oh. Oh, hey! Lizelle's actually here. What? Hey, guys, how's it been over there?
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Thanks, Withers. Such a pal.
There you are. Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it?
Yes.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Shut out, isn't it? Wow.
Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Oh, hugs. Yeah. I am a very rare species now.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Human brains.
No offense intended. Quite the contrary, in fact. I'm glad you seem well. Truly. Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Gods, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long. We had tea on his balcony. Tara even deigned to sit on my lap for a while. You know, I think entire forests must have been felled to quench that man's thirst for books. He seems to be doing well. In his element. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poison blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans. None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready. I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? As am I. It's well deserved. And I dare anyone to argue otherwise.
Thanks, man.
Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves. Don't remind me. Someone's always got somewhere else to be. But let's do our best all the same. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
The path lies before me. Something's on my mind.
Friend, Big Brother Scratch too. Happy.
Mummy? He's too big. Can't fit.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Is that... Why is there two pet
Yes. Miss this. More. Yes. Big. but withers? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you. Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave. Bear man? He is big, but not bigger than me.
Yes. Helson, I'll volunteer him.
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw. Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends. I hardly know who to play with.
He's so cute.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you. You know best, but a little fetch never hurt anyone.
What happens if I examine? Nothing?
Now there's a face I know well indeed.
Hey, Gale.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in.
What?
Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Hey, Mike. Oh, Tara.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. Seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would.
No, I told you not
And
to.
in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now,
I
struggle
did not
with the
tell you to
feelings
do
into
that.
words.
What do you mean?
It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long.
I specifically
Of course, I
did
haven't
not tell you to
clarified
do
with
that.
my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils. Smiling may no longer come easy to you, but I've seen how your tentacles twitch at my jokes. Even the ones I'm not entirely certain I was trying to make. Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the playful side of such magic. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
Cheek of them!
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you. I don't see why not. 2 heads are better than 1. Unless you're dealing with an Etin. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower.
Sure.
My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now.
Sure thing.
Oh, right. You. Hello. Yes, You helped Mr. Dacarios save and you made significant sacrifices to your well-being by the looks of things. Yes. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. If you can extract yourself from whatever responsibilities mind flayers might have. We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste. Ta-ta.
Hello. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could... At least I assume it's you in there. It's a little hard to tell.
Oh.
How have you been since, everything? Well, of course you have, darling. It's not easy to replace someone like this. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
All right, Dexter.
Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time. It has made for a nice change, though. Inspiring hope in people instead of terror. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all. Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine.
Lovely.
This is who I am, in all my glory, for better. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun, if the opportunity presented it. But until then, we've had quite the... From the moment I first threatened you, I knew I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye, so much as it's, see you later, darling.
You made it! Now the revelry... You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company.
Aww.
But But now our paths cross once more. We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
No.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
Hugs for everyone. Except for Astarion. It looks like clammy.
That was more than worth the wait.
Oh, bless your souls. You all love me.
That was more than worth the wait?
Oh, don't.
I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes. And the land is rich with harvests and bountiful... my greatest purpose. And I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they, as am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than... They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else. Do you truly even need to ask? And I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise. Oh, imagine their faces. I spend half my...
I'm just gonna skip through this because I've already spoken to him in the other playthrough.
I must admit. Quite often. They ask after you often. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned. On occasion, but I prefer not. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. As did I, but... Amazing what can be discovered. Before you go, I have something for you. Ducks are my favorite. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Oh, I am well aware, trust me. Now, I've...
Cute. Cute.
Oh, I could eat a beholder. What's cooking?
Ah, my dear. Our Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post. Always, my friend. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday I've gotten quite good at replicating your
Jeez.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think? Who says you're the titular hero, hmm? Oh, I jest, probably. But believe you me, I couldn't have written a word without you.
Right.
Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and... Ah, your success really has been... But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make... There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been... I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough cambions to build a fort. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in. She's kept me on a long leash, if you can believe it. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tanari assassins who slip into Avernus. Armor-knights that amass near the sticks. My next target's the most challenging yet, or so she says. I don't know much more. Only that it's no demon, but a devil. I'm not worried. Not when Karlach's got my back. I swear she could scare the eyes off a beholder. I've seen him more than a few times. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers. And he's back in his element. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. Bane's chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to... With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the... He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine, for that matter. I plan on downing half a...
All this stimulating conversation leaves you hungry. To speak is not enough. You wish to explore the brain of your friend with your beak. Will's frontal lobe, which processes his judgment and measured words, would be a delicacy befitting his nobility.
Oh god, it's only +2. I'm saving this. This is nerve-wracking now. 15? Oh fuck. Oh my god, thank god.
This is highly illogical. There are plenty of other craniums awaiting your suction, and this is a prize ally. And besides, this brain before you, its endorphins are in a joyous flow. It is a wonderful scent, the odor of friendship.
Okay, that's good. Far out, man.
Well now, You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Your higher form has brought with it some higher manners, then. I'm glad the months have not been wasted. Particularly as I spent them cleaning up the mess we made of the city. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again. I suppose I am. I tried to steer them clear of my... there is still much to do. People to house. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. The songs of my suffering will break hearts from here to the Hordlands, I am sure. Be well, cub. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know.
Hells yes! You're here!
Yes, hello.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. With us, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you.
Oh,
I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so tentacly. You can't miss it. So shiny. Haven't seen any mind flayers anywhere in Avernus, I must say. Never thought I'd miss them. War's a dirty business. But having Will around has been incredible. Fucker's even better at killing devils than yours truly. We don't have much time to chat, but just knowing he's there makes all the difference. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
Yay.
Trying not to count my owlbears before they've hatched. But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out?
Yes?
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here, together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Now, where is my Lizelle? I suppose I should go listen to what Minsk has to say.
Withers has a keen eye for him.
We are not dreaming. It is our old friend. Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began... You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover. Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jahira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn. Who would not be late, but leave such matters for the morn. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky? Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then?
I guess so.
Minsk is glad. Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet... Ah, this pawn shall do nicely, Boo.
Alright, where is my gal, Lizelle? Where is she? Where is Sherd? Where are you, Lizelle? That's her. There we go. I didn't think she was here astrally.
Jack Von Findu. For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But nothing has made me quiver more than seeing your face here today. Tentacles and all.
Damn it! Oh, yay.
Oh, that I could touch you in flesh. Run my hands across your skin. I can feel you, even taste you in this form. But it is as if a thin layer of glass separates us. I can't quite have the whole of you. It has taken all of Orpheus's efforts to conjure my projection, and all of mine to convince him to let me come. Worth every one of those days and every drop of their sweat, I promise you. But soon I'll find some way to see you in flesh.
Yeah.
To touch you as you were meant to be touched.
Aww.
I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Ooh.
You'd know better than anyone, my love.
Damn straight.
Love. The word hangs in the air for a moment before Lae'zel continues, unfazed.
My blade is keen as ever, but it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces.
Yeah.
My people will be free. Chuk. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm. Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I missed you. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Yeah. Halson is turning into a bear randomly. I saw that in the background. Where is he? I think he's drunk or something.
Anything of use?
Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14
Wish I'd had
apples,
time to
some
polish up
fish
the
heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
From Boss.
Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Arabella. The bard. Demon.
Fresh air. By the living gods, I needed it.
Can I give Karlak that letter?
Look at this place.
Okay, no. Alright, I guess I've spoken to everyone.
So good here.
Let's go. What a nice little gathering. Hey, bud.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? If thou could only see the paths of fate untaken, thy mind would surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much. What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you.
Cute. Very cute.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy face is gone. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Thou sought to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But didst think the other gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication, the whimper, the death felled by I overestimate. Vermin, away.
Kill. There we go. The end of that playthrough fully. Thank you, Epilogue. I am satisfied.